Good morning. Welcome back to Mindful Financial Practices with Dr. Wise Money. I'm Dr. Wise Money, and today is day 5 of 30. Today we're going to talk about time, value of money. Yesterday we talked about time, and today we'll talk about time value of money. So what exactly is time value of money? Time value of money simply means money today is worth a lot more than money tomorrow or money worth 10 years from now because of its potential to earn additional money. So I put money in the stock market today. Let's say I put $100, and based on the rule of 72, if I assume the annualized return on average over about a 10-year period is 8%, 72 divided by 8% will give me 9 years. In other words, my $100 will double to $200 within 9 years. So again, that shows me today's $100 is worth $200 in 9 years based on the return that I quoted you, 8%. So time value of money really truly is a double-edged sword. Like anything with great potential, it can go really well for you, or it can go really badly for you. So time value of money can work for you or against you, and it's completely up to you to be conscientious of that and choose to be on the right side of the bank per se. So when time value of money work for you, it's when you put your money in the stock market or someone else's money who lend it to you cheaply, and you put it in the stock market, you put it in some sort of investment that's yielding you a return that's higher than the interest whoever lends you money, higher than that interest that they're charging you, or it's your own money so there's no interest associated. So for instance, when I put money in my Roth IRA, I am allowing time value of money to work for me, because $100 that I put in today in Vanguard funds within 9 years would be $200. So that's time value of money working for me, and you can make that happen too. Now, time value of money can also work against you. For instance, during residency, when we're just barely scraping by and trying to pay bills, and there's so many competing causes such as paying student loans, paying rent, buying food, support childcare, supporting your kids in the opportunities that they like horse riding, swimming, all sorts of stuff. And so for some people partying, some people beer and wine. There are lots of worthy costs that are competing for your limited cash flow. So most people don't really get to be aggressive with their student loan debt, or not that they can't, but they choose not to, or sometimes worse is that they don't think about it. They didn't make a conscious decision of how they want to direct their limited cash flow, their hard-earned dollars in residency. So that's when time value of money work against them, because 7% interest rate will double within about 10 years, right? Rules of 72. You take 72 divided by the percentage of growth or return or interest, and that takes about 10 years. The money will double. So if you have a 6-year residency going on and do another year of fellowship, that's pretty close to doubling your debt. So time value can work against you if someone is collecting interest from you. Time value of money can work for you if you're collecting money from someone else or something else. So this is how big banks get richer and richer, and how rich people get richer and richer, because they are on the right side of collecting interest rather than paying out interest, or at least what big banks do, which is pretty easy, very easy, is that they borrow money from federal government at 0.25%, less than 1%, and they turn around and lend it to the consumers on credit cards, some of whom, unfortunately missed one payment or 2 payments, like my parents did a decade ago. When that happened, the credit card company charged 30% for the same money that they borrowed at 0.25%. So guess what? They make 29.75% by borrowing the taxpayers' money, not even their own money, and making 29.75% of interest. So this is how big make money. They make money with someone else's money using their idea, which is a very simple idea called carry trade. Later on, we'll explain how everyday ordinary people like ourselves can carry trade as well, just like how I did in medical school. I borrow 0% or negative 10% interest rate loans from my credit cards, and I pay my student fees and tuitions rather than allowing the federal government to charge me 7% interest rate. So the spread that I'm getting is negative 1 or 2% is the money I borrow instead of paying 7%. So I'm saving a total of 9% in interest rate. And when I save 9%, right, divided by 72 divided by 9, that means it's 8, right? So from what I was doing, I am making my money more powerful in that $100 I saved today by using this 9% spread, borrowing at negative 2 and not spending at 7%, that allows me to double whatever limited little bit of money that I made was $15 an hour as work-study student in med school. Those dollars are worth $200 within 8 years. So we got to be aware of time value of money. It's something that's extremely powerful. It can help you build your positive net worth exponentially fast, and it can also spiral you down the debt and negative net worth very quickly, just as quickly. So remember, things with great potential, you want to use with care and caution because it can go either way tremendously. All right, so tomorrow, we're actually going to talk about budgets. We're going to talk about needs first, and the following day we'll talk about wants. All right, until then, take care.